Hi guys, my name is Will. I did the European Innovation Academy 2019, which ran from the 14th of July to the 3rd of August 2019. It was an amazing experience and taught me a lot about business and entrepreneurship. We got to know each other in the group, and once we decided on a project, we had to pitch our idea to a bunch of real-life investors. Throughout the time we were there, our project pivoted multiple times, and we started off with a social media project which would help small businesses launch their business into more stratospheric elements. However, we eventually decided to move towards a more academic-based project in which we'd allow peer-to-peer reviews for research projects to be done a lot quicker via use of artificial intelligence. I didn't really have many expectations before I went to the event, aside from looking on the website and seeing that loads of famous people from Google and the University of Berkeley and many other prestigious universities from America were doing keynote speeches there. I went in with a very open mind and, I don't know, wanted to be surprised. It met my expectations and then exceeded them. I loved the way the course was laid out. I loved the keynote speeches that were conducted each day, and we had a great dynamic during my personal group. So from what I experienced, I really enjoyed it. I thought the structure worked well. I think each day flowed very well, and there was good explanations. And once the outline had been presented to all the groups, we went away and executed it, and it was very effective. It worked very well. I really enjoyed the keynote speakers, and the mentors were exceptionally helpful. If you had a problem, you could very easily go to them, and they would provide solutions or alternatives or suggestions based on what you requested. The keynote speakers as well were very informative. Each session ran for about 2 hours. Although it was mentally exhausting after a while, it was really enjoyable, and a lot of information was very useful and helped with the final project, which we were going to pitch to investors. Yes, we did have enough choice what we could work on. Throughout the first week, as a group, we brainstormed ideas and came up with multiple ones which we pivoted on until we arrived at the one we would eventually use, which is academic peer-to-peer reviews. There was an enormous amount of freedom for who you could work with. Throughout the first week, we talked to different people and discovered whether we liked the idea and the people, and then we formed a group with them. I ended up absolutely loving the group that I was in. We went out and had lunch and went to bars throughout multiple days we were there. It was an amazing experience, and would love to do it again. I was taken out of my comfort zone a little bit because I tend to limit myself a little bit, which I've always found to be a bit of a problem. I liked working with people that I otherwise probably wouldn't have had a chance to work with, if probably will ever again, realistically. And it's just a new experience, if nothing else, and it's something that I'd recommend to anyone. In the future, I'd like to use this experience to start my own app development business. It's given me a solid foundation on a good building block to use, so I could start off with ideation and follow the steps that the program has taught me in order to build a successful program. I'd recommend this to anyone who'd want to start their own business as well. I think it would be a real bonus for encouraging others to attend if there was an incentive that it would count as university credit. A lot of American universities did this as well, which I found surprising. I didn't think they'd even know about this as much as people in Europe or Britain would. So I think it's something that Solent should definitely consider. Even though I'd have to contribute to the cost, I'd almost certainly go again because the experience that I had previously was invaluable. What's great about the Academy is it's only just a 10-minute train journey from the accommodation, and everything is a lot cheaper there as well. The academy paid for the train tickets as well, so that was a bonus. And yeah, it was amazing. In terms of the location and what activities we did, I thought it was a really nice place. It was quite a kind of small seaside town, and a lot of the time we went to Lisbon, went to various bars and had a lot of food, and it was absolutely incredible. The people there is what make it though. Like, you've got to really kind of throw yourself out there and get out of your comfort zone, experience new things, and yeah, it's what you make it. There was a great amount of time for socialising as well, because although the curriculum, if you check out the website, looks very full on and intensive, you do get weekends off, and you finish relatively early, around 6 or 7 p.m. in the evening, depending on what week you are and how far the project is coming along. But when we did, we went to Lisbon, we went to loads of bars, went to clubbing, and it was a really, really beautiful place as well. I'd highly recommend to check out some of the beaches in Cascais, which was where the academy was based. Beautiful place, I'd highly recommend it. The key thing that I will take away from this event is there's multiple things actually. The networking is a great one as well. Like if you're on any course, this is an invaluable place to really do it, because you can't get better than Google or Nixon Peabody or University of Berkeley or anything like that. It just presents so many opportunities. Another thing is the structure of a business. So if you wanted to start up your own small business, this would be the perfect place to do so, because you can brainstorm your ideas off real life investors, get real feedback, and develop communication with a team as well. What I personally enjoyed more than anything is working with my group. They were an amazing bunch of people. I'm quite sad that I'll probably never get to see them again, and I'd definitely do it again if I got the opportunity. I heard about the ad for the Social Media Academy on Solent Portal. It looked really interesting. I looked at the website before I applied, and yeah, I hadn't really seen anything like it before. It had loads of amazing speakers, and the content and the curriculum looked very structured, very fluid, and yeah, I don't know, applied out of the blue, not expecting to get there, but yeah, got through and was very lucky to have been a part of it. As for our idea, unfortunately it didn't win anything. There were prizes, and they were absolutely amazing prizes as well. There was several patencies that you could win, which were each worth at least 2 to 3 grand or so. This was with Nixon Peabody, who also did a talk on the 4th week, I believe. That was one of the best talks as well. It was a very emotional sort of talk, so I highly recommend going for that one as well. The other prizes included like a complete marketing workshop with professional Americans, and most of the prizes that you can find on their website, but they were all very high value. There was no one from the university that won, sadly. Most of them were from American universities. The University of Berkeley took home the majority of the prizes. The ideas were absolutely incredible. One idea which stood out for me personally was what's it called? A child safety seat, in which they used artificial intelligence to detect whether the seat was safe or not when the child was inside it, which had a lot of scalability, I thought. So yeah, there's a lot of room for growth over there. There was a lot of incentives to keep going. For example, there was loads of prizes to be won as well, and this included 2 patencies from Nixon Peabody valued at 2 grand each. There was also a marketing workshop as well, which would last a month, and that would help promote your website. There was a holiday to Greece, and there was a year's worth mentorship with an American company as well. So all of these prizes were great incentives to really persevere. I'd really urge you to apply now, because the event really does sell out very quickly. It's well worth the money as well. If you didn't apply outside the university, it would cost you an absolute fortune. However, that shouldn't deter you, because the content and the people there are so amazing. You will have an absolutely incredible time. I would 100% go again if I know what I know now as well. So I would really urge you to take action now, because it will sell out very quickly, and it is really worth every penny that you would spend on it.